Welcome back to SWX Tonight. Well, despite there being no games or practices of any kind right now, that doesn't slow down the futures for our Montana athletes. And tonight, let's highlight some Treasure State studs who have recently made the verbal commitments to college athletics. Forsyth standout junior Lindsey Hine has verbally committed to the Montana State women's basketball program. Hine made the announcement on Twitter just a few days after her Forsyth team earned a share of the Class B state title. The Doggies were going to make their first ever state title game appearance before the remainder of the tournament canceled amidst coronavirus concerns. In the two state tournament games that Forsyth did play, Hine averaged 22 points and 8 rebounds. Hine will try to lead Forsyth to another shot at a state title next season as a senior for the Doggies. Montana Tech head men's basketball coach Adam Hyatt announced the signing of Colstrip's JT Bear. The 6'4" forward for the Colts led his team to an 18-8 record, earning Colstrip a trip to the Class B state tournament. Bear is a two-time all-conference and all-state selection, averaging 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and just under 3 steals a game in his senior season. He's a good player who can also shoot it, averaging 47% from the field and 38% from beyond the arc. Montana State University Northern men's basketball coach Sean Hughes has announced the signing of Three Forks star Micah Hauser. Hauser averaged 20 points, 7 rebounds, a steal, and 2 assists this past season with the Wolves. He was named to both the All-State and All-District teams as well, leading his team to a 20-5 record. Three Forks season ended against eventual co-champ Fairfield in the State B semifinals. Coach Hughes praised Hauser's work ethic and grittiness in the release, saying Hauser will fit right in with the Frontier Conference. Well, looking back at the basketball season, I want to talk about one of the unsung heroes. I'm not talking about the athletes, I'm talking about the band. Now, each pep band has their own style, keeping the crowd entertained and fueling their team to the very end. At the State A basketball tournament, there was one band in particular that caught SWX's Spencer Martin's eye. Check them out.
Fans come to watch their favorite teams on the court, but sometimes the pep band steals the show.
We strongly believe that we are the best pep band in the state. So every game, we bring a wild energy, we do wacky things.
The Park High Pep Band made a lasting impression at the State A basketball tournament, playing pop hits and bringing the energy for their Rangers.
We take pride in that we're the only band that's standing up the entire game, cheering the entire game. Doesn't matter if we're up by 30, down by 30, we're still here, we're still standing, we're still playing.
Leading the way is director Garrett Standard, who just finished his 7th basketball season with Park. Standard says at first his wacky, high-energy style came off a bit strange, but now it's become infectious for the program.
A lot of people looked at me weird, but a couple kids believe, and then next year a couple more kids believe, and then we just build and build and build, and before you know it, if you don't have that energy, you're in the minority, and you're the one who looks weird.
And Standard's students are happy to follow his lead.
We get it from him. He's our role model, he's our leader, and you know, he brings the energy, and we follow.
The band doesn't just play music during timeouts, they do much more than that. They sing different tunes while the ball is in play, they try to distract the opponent during free throws, anything to give their basketball teams an edge.
We're worth a few points, whether that's missed free throws or more energy towards the end of the game. So if we're engaged, our team is benefiting, and that's our goal here, is to make sure that our program, our community is thriving, and no matter what the score is, we're there to make it happen.
But when that buzzer sounds for a timeout, it's game time for the band, and they don't play your typical stuff.
Our songs are different from anyone else in the state. They're wacky, they're crazy, they're wild. It's high school band music. I don't find it that hip. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna find songs that I think are really fun and infectious.
Whether it's Britney Spears or the Black Eyed Peas, making the crowd sing along while they jam out together.
Those songs are the couple songs where if you just you can learn them by ear, and so the kids aren't reading music, they're worried about performing.
Just remember, the season didn't just end for those playing on the court, it also ended for those seniors in the pep band, cheering them on along the way.
I mean, who doesn't like a hyped pep band, right? Well, it's been kind of repetitive, but of course we've been saying a lot. There's no live sports right now, but with that comes no sports betting as well. The Montana Lottery launched Sports Bet Montana on March 9th, and just 2 days later, with 124 of their betting kiosks installed, the NBA, along with many other sports leagues, suspended their seasons due to the current pandemic. There was some betting still going on, such as golf, motorsports, and mixed martial arts. But then the governor ordered all bars and casinos to close. Don't worry if you already placed a bet on an event. The kiosk will return the wager to your betting account. Bets can only be placed at a licensed kiosk, which are exclusively located at locations with a liquor license. So as long as the closure of all bars and casinos continues, the sports betting in the Treasure State will be put on hold as well.
There is no way currently to place a bet, and that truly is for the health of Montanans. That is, that is for everyone's good, that no one can come in and place a bet. We're more concerned with the health of our state than we are with the launch of Sports Bet Montana.
Well, now to the professional football ranks, where former Montana State offensive lineman Mike Person has been released by the San Francisco 49ers. 31-year-old veteran from Glendive was a second-round pick of San Francisco in 2011. He played for no less than 6 NFL teams. He was resigned by the Niners in 2018 and played in 31 consecutive games. In January, he started in the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs. Person played 4 seasons for the Cats, graduating in 2011. He is one of 9 inductees for this year's class for the Montana Pro Football Hall of Fame. He was a first-team All-American in his senior season and a 2-time first-team All-Big Sky Conference selection. We need to take another quick break, though, on the program. We'll be right back with more sports coverage for you right here on SWX Tonight.